My transgender spouse Shaye is in transition, and right now, we are right in the middle of it. Most epic stories start in the middle of things, where the characters have already faced a lot of challenges, but there's a lot more that lies ahead to be discovered. But as human beings, sometimes it's hard to celebrate yourself when you feel like you're right in the middle of your story arc. You've come so far, but you still feel like you've got so far to go. Some of you know that Shaye recently got facial feminization surgery. We showed you a little bit of what that process was like, but honestly, Shaye's recovery has been rough in ways that have been hard to articulate.
To your daily affirmations, babe.
You are loved. You are, yeah, I can't lie.
Shaye is in the middle of a physical recovery that takes about 8 to 12 months, and is also on an emotional journey of coming to terms with being an out trans person in a world that is often unkind. So here I am talking to you today, rather than Shaye. Shaye edits and visually creates these videos, so we're always on the same page and convicted about what we post here. But being in the middle of recovery, Shaye still feels kind of exposed sitting in front of the camera for long periods of time. I'm hoping that someday soon she'll be the one sitting here talking to you, because her experiences and stories are the reason why we make these videos. So being in the middle of things lately, Shaye's had a decision to make in which there's basically two options. The first option is that sometimes she's really just felt like hibernating until she feels fully herself and fully confident to come out into the world. And the second option she's had is to just celebrate the journey, to celebrate the work in progress, and to celebrate being in the middle of her story. And I'm so proud of Shaye because that second option is exactly what she's been doing. We decided to have a big birthday party for Shaye. And it's kind of perfect because her birthday is in June, which is, of course, Pride Month. So with this party and preparing for it, atmospherics are super important to Shaye. When people come over here, she wants them just to feel like they're transported somewhere really fun and also really relaxing. And a really big part of ambiance and atmospherics for us has been lighting. So we wanted to add these Govee M1 light strips to our great room to really create a wow factor and make the atmospherics really amazing for this party. We have had a lot of different lights for ambiance in our home, but these Govee lights have for sure been the most attention-grabbing and impactful. There's a ton of different settings to choose from, and the movement in them is really amazing thanks to the RGBIC technology they have. We use these diffuser panels that we got on Amazon to give the lights a really streamlined look to line our cathedral ceiling in our great room. We knew that the rainbow setting in particular would be perfect for Shaye's Pride-themed birthday party. You can learn all about these lights in our description box below. In the meantime, leading up to her party, Shaye decided to fine-tune and feminize her features as much as she could to feel more comfortable presenting authentically for her birthday party. This was the first time that she would be showing up this way for our friends and family. I feel really fortunate because I have sisters that work in the beauty industry, and there's a lot of things I really just don't know about that they know a ton about. My sister-in-law Emily is a master esthetician, and she shaped Shaye's brows, and I thought they were beautiful to begin with. Definitely just like full, beautiful brows, untouched by the 90s tweezer craze. But Emily shaped those and just made them so beautiful. The next big step for Shaye was hair extensions, and one of our neighbors did these for her. Her hair has just kind of been at an awkward length because of her hair transplant. So having the extensions that just helps to blend the different lengths in her hair has been a really affirming thing for her. Shaye also went to Emily to get lash extensions, and she's really loved those. Those lash extensions are just make your eyes pop, and Shaye has beautiful eyes. Another preparation I made for the party was sewing Shaye a black romper. I found this pattern free on Mood, and then I just adapted it to her measurements. And I've sewed a lot for myself and my kids in the past, but this is the first time I've made an outfit for Shaye, and probably the first of many. This was really a fun thing to do. We were getting down to the wire for Shaye's party, and the last main preparation was Shaye's birthday cake. I have seen so many cute pride cakes over the years, and so I was definitely not going to miss the chance to make this rainbow layer cake. Right before the party, my sister Stephanie came over and did Shaye's makeup. She has been such a big support to us, and so it was really soothing for Shaye to be with her as I was like running around and doing things last minute, prepping for the party. Shaye's birthday party was a magical experience. For me, it was this moment of just looking around and seeing all these people and all this love in the room. And some of our siblings were there, who of course we've known forever, and also a lot of friends that have come into our lives in the past couple of years. And you know, a few years ago, Shaye really wasn't certain if we had any people in our social circle that would embrace her. And we have been pleasantly surprised by the love that we've received from our friends. So it's meant a lot to us.
It was good. We really appreciate you guys, all of you, for your support. It's been like so special. All right, Shaye. Yeah.
The very next day, we went to Utah Pride in Salt Lake City. This was our second year going, and last year we felt like kind of newcomers to the queer community, and the experience then for Shaye was all about accepting herself, whereas this year was really about her being seen. And it was such a beautiful full circle moment because she was able to show up authentically in public for the first time.
We are here at Utah Pride 2023. Such a fun day. We're all set up, found like a prime spot, and just waiting for the parade to start.
It's such a family-friendly event. It's a great affirmation for us that there's so much support in the community, and that feeling of love that's there is hard to describe. It's a really uplifting thing for our family. We had great support there. Shaye's brother Skylar was there with his girlfriend Dana, and a bunch of Skylar's kids were there. One of Shaye's best friends since high school, Sean, was there, as well as his wife Sanj. It's a great feeling to know that people that we love are walking with us on this journey that we're on, and I believe that many people will continue walking with us in the future. And that honestly means the world. And this is the important thing that we're learning about this stage of our journey. And I think it's something fairly universal. Sometimes being in the middle of becoming our truest selves, we feel so far from where we want to be that it's easy to forget how far we've come. We might feel like giving up because of the fear that we may never be our ideal selves that we imagine in our head. But that ideal self, where we feel like we're enough at all times, is just an idea that we project into the future. It isn't a reality. We're all in the process of becoming. We're all in the middle of our story arc. If we had become all we were meant to be, we would have nothing left to discover or experience.
So look who is 6 weeks post-op.